The qualification for the 2015 FIFA Women's World Cup will determine which 23 teams will join Canada, the hosts of the 2015 tournament, to play for the Women's World Cup. The field was expanded from 16 teams in the 2011 edition to 24. As a result, a new distribution of slots to each confederation was announced by FIFA on June 11, 2012. AFC 5 slots, CAF 3 slots, CONCACAF 3.5 plus 1 slots, CONMEBOL 2.5 slots, OFC 1 slot, UEFA 8 slots. A record of 134 FIFA member nations entered the qualifying tournaments. Additionally, 2 non-FIFA nations entered the CONCACAF qualifying. 4 African teams withdrew before playing any match. Qualified teams, 1. The rankings are shown as of June 20, 2014 Euro, the latest published. Qualifying tournaments, 130 nations started, but Martinique and Guadeloupe are not eligible for World Cup qualification. They are only members of CONCACAF and not FIFA. Africa. 26 teams competing for 3 berths. As in the previous World Cup cycle, the 2014 African Women's Championship will serve as the qualification tournament for the Women's World Cup. The qualifying saw a record entry of 25 CAF teams. 4 teams though withdrew before playing any matches. A total of 8 teams will compete at the final tournament in Namibia from 11 to October 25, 2014. The top 3 teams of the final tournament will qualify for the World Cup. Current stage, Asia. 20 teams competing for 5 berths. As in the previous World Cup cycle, the 2014 AFC Women's Asian Cup served as a qualifying tournament. A total of 20 AFC teams competed for 5 berths. The final tournament, held in Vietnam from 14 to May 25, 2014, was competed by 8 teams, 4 of which are Australia, China, Japan and South Korea were automatically qualified through their 2010 placement, while the others were determined via a qualification tournament. North Korea was banned from the tournament due to the sanction on their doping cases in 2011 FIFA Women's World Cup. Group stage. The top 2 teams from each group advanced to the semi-finals of the tournament as well as qualifying for the World Cup. The third-placed teams advanced to a playoff against each other to determine the 5th and final qualifying team from the AFC. China, South Korea, Japan and Australia qualified for the World Cup. Vietnam and Thailand advanced to the 5th-place playoff. Repechage playoff. Europe. 46 teams competing for 8 berths. A record 46 UEFA teams entered qualification. The 8 lowest teams entered the tournament in the preliminary round and were drawn into 2 groups of 4, played in single round-robin format from 4 to April 9, 2013 in Malta and Lithuania respectively. The winners and runners-up of each group advanced to the group stage. The group stage is played in home and away round-robin format from September 20, 2013 to September 17, 2014. All 7 group winners will advance directly to the final tournament, while the 4 runners-ups with the best record against the sides first, third, fourth, and fifth in their groups will face playoff matches for the remaining berth. The playoff matches will be played in home and away 2-legged format on 25/26 and 29/October 30, and 22/23 and 26/November 27, 2014. Current stage. North America, Central America and Caribbean. 28 teams competing for 3 or 4 berths. Host nation Canada also qualifies. As with the previous World Cups, the 2014 CONCACAF Women's Championship will serve as the region's qualification tournament. A total of 30 teams entered qualifying, with Martinique and Guadeloupe not eligible for World Cup qualification as they are only members of CONCACAF and not FIFA. Therefore, a total of 28 teams are in contention for the 3 direct places plus the playoff place against CONMEBOL. Canada will not participate as they already qualified to the World Cup as hosts. The final tournament will be held in the United States from 16 to October 26, 2014. The United States and Mexico received buys to the tournament, where they will be joined by 4 teams from the Caribbean zone and 2 from Central America. Both finalists and the third-placed team will qualify automatically to the 2015 Women's World Cup. The fourth-placed team will meet the third-placed team from CONMEBOL for an additional World Cup berth. Current stage, Oceania. 4 teams competing for 1 berth, as in the previous World Cup cycle. The 2014 OFC Women's Nations Cup will serve as the qualifying tournament. Only 4 OFC teams will play in the tournament, to be held in Papua New Guinea from 21 to October 25, 2014. That is fewer than in the last 4 editions of the tournament. The winner qualifies. Current stage, South America. 10 teams competing for 2 or 3 berths. As with previous World Cup qualifications, the 2014 Copa Ama copyright Rica Femenina will be used to determine the qualification to the World Cup finals. All 10 CONMEBOL teams will compete in the tournament, to be held in Ecuador from 11 to September 28, 2014. The top 2 teams of the second stage will qualify directly for the World Cup, while the third-placed team will meet the fourth-placed team from CONCACAF for an additional World Cup berth. Current stage, CONCACAF Euro CONMEBOL playoff. The playoff will be contested between CONCACAF's fourth-placed team and CONMEBOL's third-placed team. The draw for the order of legs was held in Zurich on July 22, 2014. The CONMEBOL representative will host the first leg on 8 or 9 November 2014, and the CONCACAF representative will host the second leg on 22 or 23 November 2014. References and notes. External links, FIFA website.